Thank you for joining us. And now to the task at hand.
Hello, I'm the General Manager for the Portland Trailblazers, and I'd like to thank you for meeting with us. We have a pair of picks in the lottery at the 6th and 11th slots, and would like to ask you a few questions. This question is a tough one to ask, as there really isn't a right or wrong answer. Over the last couple of years, we've had entire seasons washed out by insurmountable injuries. As a franchise, we're becoming more conscious on injury histories and what that means for our draft picks. What can you tell us about your injury history, and more importantly, your ability to play through pain?
With the 6th pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Portland Trailblazers select Damian Lillard from Weber State University.
Good game out there tonight, son. I'm the GM of the Raptors, and I must say I was impressed with your performance. We have the 8th pick of the draft and are looking for someone to be the face of our franchise. We'd like to ask you a couple questions and get a feel of how well you'd fit in with us. We feel like we have a great young core in Plagiannis and now Valanciunas coming over from Europe. We might not turn things around immediately, but if we can add another great young talent, we'll be a team to contend with in a short time. Are you willing to be part of the developing process for a few seasons, even if that means losing your fair share of games?
With the 8th pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Toronto Raptors select Terrence Ross from the University of Washington.
Greetings, I'm the GM and Director of Player Personnel for the Detroit Pistons. We're picking 9th in the upcoming draft. We love what we saw in you and want to ask you some questions to see how well you'd fit in with us. Question number 1. The front court is an area where I think we really stand to improve the most. Our scouts are just absolutely in love with your game, so I need to make sure you're a good fit for us. We pride ourselves on our defense in Detroit, and frankly, I want to get your thoughts on defense and how it is played in today's game.
With the 9th pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Detroit Pistons select Andre Drummond from the University of Connecticut.
Fortunately, I've been blessed with good health, man. I think the worst injury I've ever had was a sprained ankle, you know? I picked up some knocks over the years, but it's never held me back in practice or in games. I feel like I'm a safe pick for you guys in that regard.
With the 11th pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Portland Trailblazers select the 20-year-old power forward from the University of Michigan.
Donnie, I can't begin to tell you how excited we are that you are part of this team. We've started a new ad campaign called He's Got Next on the billboards around town, completely centered around your arrival. Let us know what you think. Yo guys, this is Jared, aka the Saint of Sins on Xbox Live, bringing you some NBA 2K13 MyCareer featuring my back-to-basket power forward, Donnie Baskets. And goddamn, that is some horrible advertising. Where are the team colors? What's with this floral bullshit? Man, this marketing team is horrendous! It's horrendous! Anyway, for those of you wondering why I'm not bringing you the footage of my rookie showcase before jumping straight into things, why bother? It wasn't an exciting game, not much happened, and I didn't exactly tear the roof off. Plus, it wasn't on Hall of Fame, so it wasn't challenging, just monotonous. Instead, I opted to skip that mess and get straight into my first NBA game on 12-minute quarters on Hall of Fame difficulty with simulation sliders. I've been trying to master Hall of Fame settings since about 2K10, and thus far, I found some level of success on it for previous MyPlayer modes. Still, I'm far from being great at this game, and my attempt to play and win the Michael Jordan challenges in 2K11 on Hall of Fame can attest to just how bad I am, and how much I need to cheese to even come close to pulling off the requirements. A quick look at the roster's minutes to see how far off before I reach the 6-man role, and I'm already in better position than Myers Leonard, who's supposed to be the guy they drafted to be their center. At 6'9", I'm looking to take that role, as I think I'd work better with LaMarcus Aldridge at the forward. At least, I would rather work with him than Hickson. Before jumping into this game, I work on getting some reps in on two-man rebound, post, and screen and read drills. The two-man rebound was very long and monotonous, while screen and read is possibly the easiest and fastest way for me to get gold. Regardless of how well I did on two-man rebound post, I just couldn't get enough to even come close to gold by my last rep. So for my drills, I'm likely just going to be doing a lot of screen and read. I mean, it's just too easy to get gold on screen and read well before I have to get on the defensive end of the drill. Your teammate is going to sink 90% of their shots, which gives you tremendous points to build towards that goal of 900. It took me a while to get around to this game after starting up this career run, mostly because I've been pulled away a few times to do VC runs with Chase, aka CDude9590, and I think some blacktop with Sub the Gamer and Mid-East Beast. So by the time I got to starting up this season, I was already sitting pretty on some VC and some attribute bumps that I'm sure I'm going to be taking advantage of once I get on this court. Also, Bruiser level 1, baby, because I want to be physical in the paint and make everyone pay for Mama Baskets having to undergo 18 hours of labor to deliver this big boy.
Double your money. Yeah, baby, this is where it all starts. Let's get out there and ball.
Truly inspiring words. Let's go out and ball indeed, my finely tuned Caucasian creation. Man, that didn't sound nearly as racist in my head as it did actually verbalizing it. Huh. Oh well, let's see what we've got here. The Lakers sit pretty at 1-0, but my boys Lillard and Aldridge are going to be looking to mess up this pretty ride that the Lake Show have going for themselves. Arrogant? Cocky? Overcompensating for something like a genetic shortcoming? Nah. I'm just excited to get this show on the road and get on a positive roll to start off this season. After all, I wanted to be on the Bobcats, which would have meant some harsh struggles in the start. The way I figure, I've lucked into a better team here in Portland as there's a few choice big men around me to help clean up the paint for our shooters. But enough chatter, time to get into this game. Coach is trusting me to start on the offensive side of things with 4:12 on the clock for the first quarter. Yeah, 2K, this isn't my first dog and pony show, and this isn't the first donkey I've seen ejaculate onto the dancing lady. I'm more than aware of what dynamic goals are. Don't commit a turnover for the entire quarter, huh? Sounds easy enough. I'll just try not to get the ball too much, set some screens, and play for the rebounds. This should be a walk in the park to start off what should be a dominant career for the Sheriff. Alright, first set of points I'm responsible for. Wait, what? Coach, what? You trolling motherfucker! One play? All you gave me to start off my NBA career was one play? You pull me faster than most male amateur porn stars can last and say you'll call my number when you're ready to send me back out? Bitch, my name ain't Tebow, and last I saw, you weren't Rex fucking Ryan. Quit this vanilla bullshit and give me my fucking minutes. This motherfucker really pulled that shit on me, and that gets counted as a full minute of play on the stat line? Man, fuck this shit. I'm keying his fucking card at the end of the game, win or lose. You done goofed up, Terry Stotts, because I'm now coming for your head. Man, get me in this fucking game already. What a cheap way to get my first dynamic goal, right in the fucking bench. And what the fuck? Was that Anton Jamison winning a wide open 3 on me? He has that in his arsenal? Man, I need to educate myself on some of these guys. I really thought I could sag off of him without penalty. Learned me a thing or two about a thing or two right there. Fuck it. Let's just make up for that somewhere in this game. Either I yam that shit down his throat or I muff his shot. Damn, I need to lay off the sexual innuendos. And boy, this transition defense stunk on that drive. Nash really took that straight to the basket? Oh, come on! I can't even watch a free throw basket while on the court, coach? Man, let me fire up Google to find out what your wife looked like. I'm gonna get a nice wet rag ready for that bitch. You and me are gonna play a game. You dig, Carrie Elwes? Fuck! How am I gonna explain this shit at my Hall of Fame ceremony? Well, youngins, coach kept getting me confused with the only other tall white guy on the bench, so we ended up splitting minutes together. Stouts didn't trust me to take my first shot until my second season, just because Leonard would fuck up his looks and make me look bad. I bet Moonlight Swami's ass didn't enjoy this kind of trolling on his own MyCareer playthrough. Oh, what now, coach? You need another giggle by sending the stumpy-looking tall white guy on the court for another 30 seconds? Fuck this! I'm gonna get mine here, and I'm gonna record my first rebound of my career after playing some shit defense on Gasol. Thank God! Eventually, Coach trusted me enough to leave me out on the court to actually record some playtime. Shame the game is slipping by now thanks to some poor empty possessions like this one that lead into fast break points on the other end for the Lakers. First off, I don't know how my guy didn't pull down that basket. And second, Paul really has a Tom Brady arm for those kind of passes? Yeah, screw it. Let's get back on the other end and see if we can't build some positive momentum by cutting into this deficit before the half. So far, my idea of setting screens hasn't been very effective yet. But let's see if I can't back down with the taller Gasol. Feed me the ball, Babbitt. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Did I just end up on the blacktop for that possession? Gasol got pickpocketing and active hands out here? The fuck was that? And my guys played the transition like this was the Retirement Homes Weekend Basketball League. I've seen World War II veterans missing their hips with more hustle. Yo, get me out of here. Roll me into the halftime report, please. Also, nice miss on the cut there, Price. We only could have gotten a better look underneath. Oh, whatever.
Lakers on top. They lead by 14. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And now, brought to you by Sprint.
The spookiest day of the year, Halloween. It's really not that scary. Not during the 2K Sports halftime report, anyway. The Los Angeles Lakers in front against Portland. And if you like scoring, you love their first half of basketball. They're putting up points, doing it rapidly, in a variety of ways. It's hard to slow them down. A good start for Kobe. He's got 15 points, and he's had some good court vision, helping out in the assist department as well. And for Portland's angle, they've been grinding away. It's been a hard-fought game, but they've risen to the challenge, really showing what they're made of. And we'll be heading back to the court for the rest of our coverage as we go to Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke for the second half.
Really? Risen to the challenge and showing what we're made of, huh? You watching the same game I've been trying to play in? Fuck you, Stott. Nice use of my minutes. What minutes, you bum? My ass is getting numb on this bench, and I'm supposed to be averaging 12 minutes a game. I'm lucky I even have a rebound with the sporadic minutes you've been giving me. Christ. I've hit on women who are more stable than the minutes this douche has given me. Okay, that's an exaggeration, but you get my fucking point. And in the time it took for me to get back on the court, the Lakers have gone on an 18-6 run. Well, there goes my confidence about this team and the next 2 years of my career. Too early to be trying to call up ESPN to set up a press conference event for my decision to bail on this town? Okay, I'm being overly negative given this is only the first game. Let's try this again. You rank motherfucker! Forget about being nice to this guy. When he least expects it, I'm throwing one to the bus and backing the son of a bitch over him a few times for good measure. Fuck this guy, his wife, his kids, his dog, his parents, the elementary school he went to, fuck the brand of clothes he wears and the car he drives, fuck every single thing this man has ever touched and ever loved. Yo, get this game over with before I Latrell Sprewell this cunt right here and now. With any luck, the Bobcats will want my bad attitude having ass just because they know exactly why I snapped. I want to be out there trying to win games. Okay, that's a foreign concept to the Bobcats, winning games. Still, if the rest of the guys aren't hungry enough for it, then let me get out there for some mop-up duty. Let me ball for the remainder of the fourth quarter and actually put something up that can keep the fans from wanting to lynch Coach in the parking lot. Well, okay, I'm actually going to be forming and leading that mob. And fuck that dynamic goal. I don't think I've gotten the ball once outside of that time I tried to back Gasol in the paint. How the hell am I going to record an assist and a bucket with only one touch per half? Or how about when I actually get a touch and dish it back out to Smith, he try not to drive, get stuck, and put up an ugly shot that wouldn't have a prayer even if Kadeem Hardison were out there in his Huskies jersey? Man, one game in and I already hate this team. Well, I hate this coach mostly. I mean, so far I've done the little things right, managing to get my teammate grade up to a B and maintain that level. Well, I already know what's going to happen here. It's happened every other time there's been a foul call. I'm not even going to pretend to be shocked when my number gets called. At least this time I get to watch a free throw shot on the court. Yep, like clockwork. But even when I get my ass back on the court, after praising myself for doing the little things right in the little time I played, now I start to get schooled. Oh no, not by any of the starters like Powell or Dwight. No, that would make too much fucking sense. Nope. The guy whose head I'm going to be looking to clothesline the next time I step on the court against the Lakers? Jordan Hill. Oh, he started off fancy, sliding on my bitch ass to keep me from boxing him out so he could get that putback dunk. Dude had QJB on speed dial to get the inside tips on how to do those. I saw the cell phone bulging from his sock. Don't think I didn't see you calling up for those quick tips, bro. And you're lucky you're posting me up this early in my career, because the next time you try this shit, I'm not only going to lock you down, I'm going to pick your wallet out of your pocket, look up your girl's number, give her a call to invite her over for a lovely dinner, have a wonderful meal, drop her off at her place, and never call her back again. Try living in the shadow of the absolute gentleman, you cunt. Dude don't know who he's messing with. I'm sending out the memo to everyone. You're all being put on notice. This is Goose, baby. The golden handlebar mustache of the West. The sheriff of the NBA. Now let me drop my first points of my career off these free throw shots. Fuck a 45-point deficit. Right now, all I'm thinking about is how I'm going to get out of this press conference without pulling a Jeff Jarrett on Stotts' ass. I'll kabong him right the fuck on out of Portland, baby. I mean, seriously, most of my time played came in the fourth, and this game slipped away from us in the third. This wasn't even close at any point in the second half, and this fucking guy didn't even care to try and change up the strategy when it blew up in his face? Fuck it. Get me the hell out of Dodge. Fuck the press conference, I'm slipping out the back. You can find my ass. No way I want to talk to the media after this debacle. Peace the fuck out.